today's little episodes, what we're gonna be doing, put one of these mighty fine ATM carbs on Eileen. Supposedly, these are bad mamma jammies of the carburetor world. So we're gonna see. All right, let's head out to the garage real quick. First things first, gotta get this fuel log off so I can end up putting the junk for Eileen on there to do away with that. I have another one or two fuel logs, something like this one, so probably end up selling these. But yeah, gotta get them off, put those on, and I think that's all I gotta do for us to stick it on there. I called ATM probably a month ago, and this is actually the carb they told me to go with. It was the exact same one here. Obviously, it's gonna be probably jetted different, everything else, because it wasn't set up for my car, but that's no big deal. But they don't make purple metering plates or base plate. I really wish they did, but they do not. So that's why we're dealing with the black metering and the base plate. All right, let me go ahead and get this line off here, and then we can transfer my junk over to it real quick. Turn the whole thing? No, did not. All right, good. But maybe I had to turn the whole damn thing. So if anybody needs a fuel log, I'll have another one. Right, 1 inch right there. There we go. Let's see. Well, at least. And I'm grabbing this carburetor off of for sale Sunday. I'll keep him on her. On 302 performance. So see, sometimes it is handy having that on her. I'll put tape on him so I don't lose him. Maybe. Maybe not. You know what I can do is I put a zip top behind it, so this way you don't get tape residue on threads and everything else. This probably will sit around for 15 years before I reuse it. You know what? That's one. Let's use a little blackens. Just try keeping 2 gaskets on there. So when I throw it up in there, like I said, they don't get lost. Nothing else. I can use this gaskets on something else if I have to. There you go. Getting a little bit smarter in my older age here. Trying to keep from losing junk. I gotta keep buying it over and over again. Kind of helps a little bit. Especially when you pour. Yeah, see? That should keep them on her so we don't lose them. All right. Make sure everything looks good. Looks good. He said the carburetor wasn't that old. He said he bought it new, I guess, and it wasn't that old. I believe him. I mean, it looks new. You're looking at it. It'll have no stains, no nothing. It completely looks new. I do really wish that they were purple though. Meter plates in the base. I think it would be so much nicer, but if they don't make it, you can't get it, right? No, I don't want to take them off something else, but we're defeating the whole purpose here on it. Even though I think these are, I think they said they use quick fuel metering plates on them. When they started, I think they're kind of like a mutt carburetors are. I think they're made up of all different carburetors in a way when they do them. Could be wrong. Might want to do your own research on that and see. Because definitely could be wrong. All right, that's tight. All right, let's get her over to the car. See what happens real quick. All right, as you can tell, I already took the carburetor off of it because I had sold it to help fund this one. Sometimes what you got to do when you're a little po-folk like I am. Gasket still looks good. Nothing done wrong with it. So we're going to hammer on there real quick. Now, one thing I do need to do that I almost forgot about just now. I need to go get a cap real quick. Over off the shelf. Red, big. All right, kept off the big vacuum board on the back, which you can't get these carburetors without any vacuum sources on, which is, I'll kind of rather have a little bit. I think I doubled that one, but it's all right. You need to block them off, which you're not using. So it's no biggie. I'm a dum-dum and I dropped 2 washers on this one, just no accident. There you go. Now, the best she's been so far, like I said, with the brawler, was 1042. So I'm hoping when the track opens back up come springtime here, and maybe we can tinker with this carburetor, maybe get 1030s out of this car in A, and maybe I'll spray it next year just to get it down in the 9s, which I've talked about for quite a while. I just haven't done it. I probably should. So I can just say I got a 9-second street rod, right? Just for a little bit of bragging rights, you know. Get in there. Get in there. Yeah. So, little throttle cable right there. She gets a little stiffish, especially when it's cold. It's cold out here right now. I was starting the heater on not long ago, as soon as I got out of here. So it is chilly. Tell you what I do have coming today. The Fox Body Mustang. I'll probably have some videos on it too for a customer. It's got a Terminator engine in it and independent rear suspension and all that. We're gonna get it running for them. And moving. Not completed, but we'll get it running, moving, stopping, and they can go from there with it. But I think I'll put some videos of that going up too. And I've still got to finish the smoothing the engine bay on the other customer's car that's back there, which I already started videos on it. I just haven't got the car done yet. So you'll see that video when that's done. But as soon as I get this done today, I got to finish with the engine or the transmission in this van over here, so I can get that thing off my lift. I need to lift. Lift makes so much easier on everything. I see the last videos of the where's Ego Boom Boom. The engine's in it, it's running. It's in the middle of being tuned right now, kinda. But I gotta change oil on it. So, I haven't done it yet. And it being 25 degrees outside all the time right now, I don't really have no desire to do it outside. So I gotta get that off the list. What the deuce is going on there? And make it easier on myself. So I'll get that trans done in this van today. Then he can come get it. Why is that? That don't make sense to me. What the deuce? All right. So anyhow, that don't make sense to me. Got one of us tiny bit smaller than all the rest of them? What the douche? All right, hang on. Fix that dilemma. I'll get the fuel log back up on her. So yes, I will still be racing Eileen some, even though I do have a Mustang. That will be, that's a little bit, look at that. That's weird. Oh, no, dilemma. I would have never dreamt that this carburetor would be about a 1/4 inch further. That's odd. Oh, guess what? There's that Mustang. Here's something I got beaten. So it'll be the rollback. Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just rigid pain in the butt here. I must have had that tight. I hope I didn't hurt it. I think I hurt it. I don't think it will. Here. Yep, he's here. All right, let me go here to the rollback real quick. Tell him where to put this Mustang at. So I can get rid of it. Oh, right. All right, you guys do me a favor. Tell me if it goes wide open. There you go. Looks like it from here. All right, we'll take your word for it. All right, let's see. I guess let's see if it starts. Let's see if it's got leaks. Everything hooked up. Yes. All right, let's see what happens here. See if we got fuel up there now. Did I start clicking? I don't know if that's the starter or what that is. Get fuel up there? Yep, they did. Alright, should start now. I don't see no leaks around it. Run a line there, so that's a plus, right? Yeah, it's odd. Why you no start? Huh? Alright. Oh no, I'll tell you what, when I spray that thing, it's bouncing up out of carburetor where it's squirter is hitting there. And I can't see the fuel, but it's good enough to tell if it's always got fuel in it, but I mean, see where we're at. Acts like it ain't got no spark. What the juice? It just needs a little more fuel. Not reassuring yet. So, I need to let this thing warm up so we can play around with the idle air screws, all the heavy horse crap real quick. So, let me get some temp in this thing real quick. Let me get some heat up in this thing. I need to go put some fuel in her. Alright, let's see what idle. Yeah. Definitely got to set the idle over here a bit here. Stay alive. He doesn't stay alive. About right there. Let's see what that does for it. Definitely got to put some fuel in this puppy though. Yeah, on empty. Ugh. Get your fat fitness thing in more. Definitely helped out some. I need to go more with it, but come on, girl. just have like a little hesitation when you first get your gas. It might just be a pump shot, maybe. Break up that time like it did before. That's makes me feel a little bit better about it. Just, obviously, I was going to play around with it. Sounds like it might have broke up a little bit that time, but I can't tell. But I knew I was going to mess around with it. We already knew that. Like I said, it's a given. I knew I was going to have to mess around with it. You're not going to put a carburetor on and she's going to be all fancy dancy right from the get-go. We know that. So, considering I haven't really done nothing other than set the idle, air fuel. That's it. I mean, I can't beat it. I can play around with jetting now and, you know, all that good stuff. That little tiny breakup that I think I heard that time, I got thinking about it. I'm not real intelligent, but I think with it spinning like that, I'm pretty sure it hit the rev limiter. I got the rev limiter set at 68, and ship lights are like 65. So, and the ship light did come on and stay on for a minute. Well, you get my point. So, I think that was rev limiter. Now, would I recommend this carburetor and say it's the bee's knees? I don't know. I mean, acid dyno, it felt better than the last carburetor. When I was coming down the other side there, it did feel better. It didn't break up at all, and it pulled the whole time. I was happy about that. All the way through the shift light, it pulled. So that made me happy. Now, whether or not it's gonna pick up, I don't know. We'll see. Had to wait till spring, obviously. A little bit cold. All right, I'm gonna end that video right now on that one, because I have got to finish this damn transmission in this thing. All right, till next time, keep a lookout because there'll be more coming out, man. More. Deuces.